Morning, this is Josh at Mouse Gunworks again. Back after Cerakoting the slide. Here's the finished product. So we went from stripped metal to this really nice looking, I'm holding it with a rag because it's still kind of hot, black, what I call a satin finish. If you guys are familiar with interior and exterior paints for a house, you know what a satin finish looks like. It's not like a total flat matte, but it's not shiny. It's like a nice happy medium. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's not quite as industrial looking as a full-on matte finish. So, but yeah, this is slide for a Browning high power. Now, the customer that brought this to me told me that this gun was purchased in an estate sale and it was manufactured around 1991. I don't remember the specific model of CZ, but it looks very similar. You watch The Walking Dead, this looks real similar to the model of CZ that Daryl carries. So it's a very iconic pistol, invented by John Browning, I believe when he was working for FN, Fabrique Nationale in Belgium. But this is the precursor to the 1911. So the construction of the pistol, the way the internals work, somewhat similar. I'm going to take the hand grip off of one of the sides here to show you the inside. And I'm not real familiar with the originals. I understand this may be different than one of the originals, so don't ding me too hard if I don't get something correct, because it's not like spot on with the original. So what we've got here, you have a screw magnetized to the end of my thing. This is a flat spring, and then there's a coil spring behind it. The coil spring has a leg that goes up and puts pressure on the trigger, and then this flat spring puts pressure on the sear right here. So the way the sear works, when the slide comes back and cocks the pistol, there's notches cut into the hammer, and the sear clicks into one of those as the spring pressures up on it. And if you look right there, get my lighting right, there's a little tiny foot sticks up, okay? So when I get done reassembling the slide, I will show you how that works. Now, I wanted to take a minute to show you the assembly for this slide, because as I started to take it apart, if I wouldn't have been paying attention, I would have broken something. Because the pieces go in a specific order, and they come out in a specific order, and you need to make sure you're paying attention so you don't accidentally try to drive a pin through another piece. So I'm going to attempt to flip my camera down so you can see what's going on down here, and we'll go from there. Bear with me. Make sure it's not going to fall over. Okay, so get down here a little closer. All right, now you can see what I see. So here we have the firing pin and the spring. Here's your slide stop, and this is also the retainer pin for the slide. This is a block that holds the firing pin in. Again, very similar to 1911. Here is your extractor, spring and pin for it. And then this is the other part of your sear. This is a lever system, and this is where things kind of get interesting. So we're going to first put our extractor back in. And if you notice, this channel, get up a little closer. Yeah, this channel right here, that's where the sear sits, okay? And there's 2 holes in there. Those are for the pin. One is for the pin for the extractor, and the other is the retainer pin, I believe. No, sorry, it's the spring for the sear. So the pin that holds the pin that holds in the extractor is hidden underneath the sear. So if you go in from the top and you just try to pound that puppy out, you're gonna break your sear right off. Okay. Depending on how much you Mongo it before you realize that you can't get the pin out. And for all those of you who are unfamiliar, Mongo is a technical term, means to apply unreasonable amounts of force. Watch Blazing Saddles. You want to get that pin just past flush. Okay, just past flush. All right. Right here on the top, you can see it's sticking out just a little bit. We're gonna pop her down. There we go. Okay. Yeah. All right, so next we will put in our sear. And again, it's just spring. Goes in that hole. And sear can only go in one way, so don't worry about getting it in the wrong way. I mean, it's not going to fit this way, okay? So you got it, and if you pay attention to your parts when you take them out, I don't know if you can see it real well, but there's a little circle on there, okay? That's where the spring has been wearing against this sear. So again, if you pay close attention as you're disassembling your weapon, you can figure out how it goes back together before you even got to worry about it.